this time, I'd like to introduce Bailey Smith, who was our candidate for Buckeye Boys State, attended Buckeye Boys State. We supported him, and that was at Bowling Green University this year. Since then, he spent about a month in Germany.
Yes.
Drinking beer.
Uh-oh.
No, he was studying. He's too young to drink beer, so we won't ask him if he tasted any of the good German beer. But John Bailey Smith, please.
Well, good evening, gentlemen. Well, first you'll be happy to know that the drinking age in Germany is only 16, so I was covered as soon as I got there. I'd like to start off, though, by saying just how grateful I am that I've had this opportunity and that you've supported me this whole way. I know that I wouldn't be here where I was today, and I wouldn't have gone to Boise State if it wasn't for all of your support, and I'm very grateful for that. And I wish there was more that I can do to repay you guys and for everything that you've done to me. I would like to apologize. I am doing this extemporaneously tonight, so if I forget anything, I'll try to add it in. Well, when I got to Boise State and I got to my city, which consisted of 45 people, the saying on the board was, "A week to shape a lifetime." And I really do hate cliched expressions, but I found that at the end of the week, "A week to shape a lifetime" was a motto that was really true. I would like to break down my Boise State experience into 4 things that stuck with me particularly. The first thing being is you're thrown into a setting with 45 new people in your city and 1,200 other boys. And you quickly learn how to just be a natural leader. You see how it comes out. You can choose to spend your days in the dorm room or out with your city and making friends and making connections. And that was a valuable thing for me to see when you're on an equal playing field where nobody knows anybody, nobody has any prior connections, how a real leader rises. The second thing that really stuck with me was just how much I learned about Ohio State government that I really never knew before. I took an AP government class, which is a college government class last year, and almost so much of the information I learned at Boise State was new to me because we hadn't covered it on a state level. Learning about the party caucuses, how a party adopts the planks. I was a city councilman, I was elected a city councilman, so I like to think now that I have a better understanding of the city government and how ordinances and resolutions work, along with the various other city officials that all work together to keep a city going. The third thing that really stuck with me was, I kind of mentioned this earlier, but when you're with 45 other guys in your city for 8 days for pretty much 16 hours a day, from 6 o'clock wake up to 11 p.m., your final city meeting, you really make connections with people that I would never have had the opportunity to make before. I would have never met any of these people, and that was a really rewarding thing for me, to meet people all around the state that come from different backgrounds, that do different activities, things that, I met people that were on the debate team, I met people on mock trial, that's something that I do, I met a bunch of football players, I met just a huge variety of people, and that was a rewarding thing for me, to make friends with people that I ordinarily wouldn't. And the fourth and probably the most valuable thing for me that I got out of Boise State was a renewed sense of patriotism. I personally like to think that I do have a strong sense of patriotism. I always proudly stand up and say the pledge during school. But when you go to Boise State and you have your evening assembly down in the Stroh Arena and you see the proceedings that go on, you just feel proud. There was a flag burning ceremony, and it just made me feel proud of my country, and I don't know many people my age that are lucky enough to be able to say that. So basically, in conclusion, I would just like to thank you all again for an experience that I wouldn't be able to have any other way. And I will say one other thing. This is my 3rd year here, my senior year. I'll be captaining my mock trial team, and we're currently completely unfunded. So if any of you in any way would like to help with our mock trial team to keep going, I would really appreciate that, because that's something really important to me, and I probably wouldn't have been interested in Boise State if it wasn't for my initial experience with the law. So thank you again.
Does anyone have any questions that they'd like to address, John? Okay, thank you, John. Do you have to call someone to pick you up now?
No, I can stay for the rest of the meeting.
You're welcome to stay for the meeting. Fine, okay. You turn off the camera.